Hey, Michael Prince here with BecauseFamily.org, FamilyTechBlog.com, and welcome to another Let's Review video. I'm going to walk you through this research that was released this week about advertising in young children's apps. What they've done is, this group of researchers has taken a bunch of mobile device games on Android, because that's the devices they had, and they have looked at all these games that are geared towards kids 5 and under, ages 12 months to 5 years old, and they applied codes based to determine how the advertising is done in these apps. It's kind of frustrating, honestly, to see how these marketers are advertising to our young kids. The different kinds of advertising, we're going to go over that real quick. Commercial characters. So commercial characters is apps that feature people that they recognize. Like this uses Lego as an example, Hello Kitty as an example. You'll see Mickey Mouse apps, Daniel Tiger, all of those. That's considered marketing because it's continuing to appeal to the love of certain characters that are marketable, that they sell backpacks and shoes for, and coloring books and toys. And so that's considered marketing. They use full app teasers. Full app teasers are a way to give an app away for free and then recommend they buy the upgraded version. And so sometimes that means removing the ads. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's unlocking extra features. I did that just the other day with a Mickey Mouse app that was available on iTunes. My son downloaded it, played the first level, my 4-year-old, and he thought it was amazing and he wanted more, but it was $15 to unlock the rest of the game. And I was like, this kid gets less than a half hour a day on screens. I'm not paying $15 for this app. I'm just not going to do it because he won't be interested in it for that long. But that's one of the things that they're talking about. This uses My Caterpillar as an example. The full app allows a caterpillar to play with more balloons or toys from the toy box, which appear whited out and inaccessible in the free app. But the manner in which the full version of apps is promoted varies. It says sometimes there's just a button on the home screen, like a balloon pop that you can, like on Balloon Pop, it says you can get fancier balloons, but it's reminded with the sound effect and written text that those balloons are only available in the full app. So that's another way they recommend buying the full app, like because they promote, hey, pay money for this free thing, pay money. Ad videos interrupting play. So a lot of times videos, and sometimes the videos look like gameplay, like you're playing a game, but they interrupt as well. So when a level ends or another begins, when you die, if you want to continue, that kind of thing. In-app purchases are used a lot. We see this with Fortnite, which is not for younger kids, but it's a good example. It's a free app, but if you want to dress up your guy and wear whatever you want to do like that, then yeah, you have to do that, then pay money to do that. See, they talk about Hello Kitty Lunchbox, Strawberry Shortcake Bake Shop, all these rescue bots, all these that you can unlock new levels or unlock costumes or unlock new supplies or whatever within the game, or buy coins. Sometimes it's even where you used money to buy things in the app that originates in the app, but you have to pay real money for the app money. Or sometimes you can just earn it over a long period of time. Prompts to share information. Many apps contain prompts for the user to rate the app on Google Play. So yeah, it wants you to go rate it, or to share on social media like Facebook. The most common permissions requested by apps were permissions to do notifications. It says 100% of the apps they tested asked if they could send notifications. That is reminding your kid to play again. I don't let apps remind me to play. I want to play on my terms. I don't think our kids should do that either. Add files or photo storage. Many apps let the kids take pictures of themselves and share them. That's half those apps did that. And then request permission to use the phone or to even use your contact list. Microphone permission. Collecting data on a child's location is potential COPPA violation, which I have articles on COPPA, but some apps requested location permission as well. Love to Learn, Edukitty, and see, these are learning apps. Love to Learn, Edukitty, that kind of stuff. It's like, we're going to teach your kids stuff. You can use it to help them get better at school, and we're going to collect their location information, borderline illegally. Distracting and deceptive ads. So these are ads that cover a lot of the game and cover up what they're trying to do to play, and you can click on the ad, or the X will hide, or it shows up in a different place every time. It's very deceptive, covers the sides or top of the screen during gameplay. Sometimes banner ads look like they're part of the game, but yeah, sometimes it's ads for stuff like Wish that's more for grown-ups. I've seen dating ads in little kids' apps before. Free apps contained more full-screen pop-up video advertisements that force the player to stop gameplay. Banner advertisements, hidden or disguised advertisements, and prompts to connect to social media, and features involving unlocking items through watching advertisements. Similar levels of commercial characters were observed in both types of apps. Some of the approaches weren't used as common in educational apps. There was still up to 47% of them that did have advertising in the educational app, even if it was just to unlock the full version of the app, or unlock some of the other apps that corporation or that developer has made. They played 39 apps played by children ages 12 months to 5 years. 100% had advertising of any kind of the free apps. 88% of the apps that you paid for still had advertising, so of some kind, even if it's just like unlock more things within the app or in-app purchases. So there are apps that you buy, and then they encourage you to buy more things within the app. Commercial characters was very common in both kinds. Full app, and you'll see that most of the time it requires you to buy the app if it's got a commercial character in it. Full app teasers, 67%. Obviously, the free apps are going to have more of that because you're not getting everything free. Pop-up ads, very few of those. Watch ads to unlock items, not as many. None of those in the paid apps they tested. In-app purchases, some in that, and then in the paid apps. But that's a major thing, almost 50% or 41% in-app purchases on the free apps. Please rate us on the App Store. It's common on both kinds, a little less common on the paid app. 20% of the apps that they played required them to share or asked them to share something on social media. That's a lot for a little kid app, right? Who shouldn't have social media yet. 27% had banner ads, 10% had camouflaged ads that looked like they were something else. This is the different educational versus other category. Pretty comparable. Wasn't very different, except the commercial characters were less common in the educational. About half as many in-app purchases in the educational. And what else here? Yeah, about half as many encouraging to share on social media. But it's not that different. So we buy these apps thinking we're helping our kids learn and stuff, which we might be, but we're also having some struggles because they're wanting to download new stuff and buy new stuff. This is a good study. It's small. It's only 39 apps, but they did some of the most popular ones, stuff like this, like they said Talking Tom here, and Builder Games. Some of the most popular apps are being reviewed, so that's the ones that your kids want or they've seen friends play. But one of the main things to keep in mind is that these advertisements do exist, and just because you pay for the full version of an app doesn't mean advertising's gone. Also remember that a lot of times the advertising in these isn't geared just towards kids. Sometimes you'll see stuff like it said for Wish, or for Twitch.tv where you can watch video games, or for YouTube, or for other apps that are geared towards older users, but they show up in these kids apps anyway. And so my recommendation is you always should limit time. The less amount of screen time your kids get, the less likely they are to come across something that they shouldn't on these ads, or be, just marketed to in such an aggressive way. It's different when you watch a show on TV and you get, it's a passive marketing. It's like it's on the screen, it's telling you need this toy, but it's passive. There's nothing you can do in that moment to attain that thing. I mean, unless you can beg your mom and she takes you to Target to buy the toy immediately, but I don't know anybody whose parents do that. I don't do that for my kids. But on the app, it's an instant gratification if you want it, and it's an aggressive way, especially when it's camouflaging to look like a part of the app you're playing or something like that. It's a very aggressive way to advertise to anyone, but especially to young kids who may not even fully understand what they're doing. And so my recommendation is, if your kid's under 2, they don't need to be spending much time at all on a screen. Definitely not on something that's going to pop up ads for them. As they get older and they get up to 5 years old, a little older, it's going to be more common to see that. Also, talk to them, even as they're young. Let them know. You don't tap on something if you don't know what it is. Teach them. Sit down with the game with them and say, oh, see this? This is a commercial. It's just wanting to sell you something. See that X? That's what you do. You tap the X and don't worry about it. And then if you see something that you don't like that's inappropriate, I would report the app and uninstall it. Report the app in the App Store and uninstall it. Say advertising is not geared towards my kids. It's not appropriate. So anyway, this research is good. I'm glad people are looking at this kind of stuff and doing these kinds of studies and finding funding to do that. So thank you for watching. And if you have any questions or any comments on any of this, please email us at becausefamily@gmail.com. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Hi, I'd like to thank you for watching our videos. I just wanted to let you know that Because Family is a nonprofit organization. All money donated to Because Family goes to help us make videos like this, articles like the one this video is attached to, do seminars and free workshops for families to teach them how to keep their kids safe online, to teach digital citizenship to kids, to write curriculum, and all kinds of wonderful stuff that we try to do to help families be internet smart and safe. So if you'd like to donate, you can go to becausefamily.org/partnership and give to help us keep doing that. Thanks a lot.